Reed, what up, buddy? You want to work your team? I'll let you. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Y'all stay intact, all right? Peace right here in the building.
Just as I was starting to entertain the idea of canceling my DAZN subscription, REED-BBS, Jaron, Boots, Ennis signs multi-fight promotional deal with Matchroom. And I quote, "I'm excited for this partnership with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and DAZN. I can't wait to continue making my mark and becoming undisputed world champion. I've been out of the ring for a year, and I cannot wait to get back in and do what I do best, entertain the fans and put on clinics. There are blockbuster fights on the horizon for me, and I am ready to deliver them." Eddie Hearn chimed in, "Wow, what a signing. I've watched this young man for many years, and I always believed he would become a pound-for-pound great, and I have no doubt he is already the greatest fighter in the division. To win the race to sign Jaron is a massive coup for Matchroom Boxing and DAZN. Holding the IBF title in one of boxing's glamour divisions places Jaron front and center for some of the biggest fights out there in the sport, and we plan to deliver them for him. Jaron has everything needed to become a household name, both in the sport and in the sporting hotbed of his Philadelphia hometown, where we are committed to building him. Fight fans can get excited for his return in the summer as he looks to hunt down the biggest fights that will elevate him to the pound-for-pound list." My last video on Jaron Boots Ennis spoke of him flirting with Eddie Hearn. There was some flirtings with Matchroom and DAZN, and now they've been realized. And my immediate thought to all of this is PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, they will rue the day. They will rue the day. Damn it. They've wasted this brother's time. From the outset, from before Boots first appeared on Showbox many years ago, PBC seemed like the natural home for him, the best place to showcase his talents. And all the while, PBC has shat the bed. They shat it majorly last year, getting my man the IBF Eliminator with Karen Chukhadzian. Then they had the showcase fight with Roy Monvia to cement his status as the IBF mandatory for Bud's title, which of course morphed into Boots becoming the email champion since Bud Unified became undisputed with Spence and was summarily stripped. Now Boots Ennis is the IBF champion. All the while, PBC still ain't got my man a date to fight. Now, with the news of Showtime folding late 2023, it was like, oh, okay, we get it. That's why Boots didn't fight anymore after July of 2023. But now with PBC signing up with Amazon, and now the Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora fight has happened, and now they were dangling, oh, Boots, he's tentatively scheduled. He's penciled in to be Canelo's mandatory for that fight, which is also on Amazon, low-key, DAZN and Amazon. PBC still got a bit of that. So they were going to use Canelo, use Boots as a co-main event on Canelo's undercard against Cody Crowley, the fight that went to purse bids. Still don't know what the fuck happened with that. Still don't know why Boots couldn't get a fight with Mario Barrios under PBC. Barrios spoken into existence. He said he was down, all the way down for it. Didn't happen. Stanionis. There's been no talks of Stanionis in forever. Now out of nowhere, on the Canelo undercard, 4 de Mayo, it's not Boots Ennis on there, but it's Mario Barrios in a fight. And Stanionis is in a fight. Barrios is fighting Maidana, I believe the brother of Marcos Maidana. It ain't Marcos Maidana, but motherfucker looks a little like him, and the last name. Stanionis is fighting Maestre in another WBA title fight. So PBC got welterweights on the Canelo undercard, just not their best welterweight. And oh, by the way, Omar Figueroa, or Brandon Figueroa, he's in a world welterweight title fight to round out the Canelo undercard. But yeah, man, PBC shat the bed big time here. Boots Ennis is the best talent in boxing since Roy Jones. He just needs someone to keep his motherfucking ass active. Active. That's all we asked of you, PBC, was keep this man active. And y'all shat the bed. Y'all shat the bed. So, on one hand, PBC or Matchroom and DAZN doesn't seem like the best place. At least they'll keep him active. And at least through Eddie Hearn, through DAZN, through Matchroom, there's that link to Saudi Arabia and Turkey Al-Sheikh, who's the new most important man in boxing, the one who cuts through all the bullshit, inactivity, promoter battles, sanctioning bodies. Turkey Al-Sheikh and Saudi Arabia, they cut through all that shit and the big fights happen. So there's still a chance that Boots and Bud Crawford could happen at 47. Because now the money man is in the mix. There's also the fear, though, that Boots could become the boo-boo Andre of his era. The high-risk, low-reward option who eventually had to cash out in year 16 of his career because he could never get a major fight. Boo-boo had to cash out in year 16 against Benavidez. And we saw how all that went down. Boots is a lot younger than Andre, so we're not there yet. And at least through Eddie Hearn, there's the potential for Conor Benn or Blair the Flair Cobbs, both of which would get the living shit beaten out of them by Boots. But fuck it, let's see it. Of course, DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, there's also Golden Boy and Virgil Ortiz at 54. Like, what's up, Boots? Hey, if you can't get that smoke with names or title defenses of the IBF title at 47, hey, man, pursue 54. I would love to see Boots take his talents overseas and beat the shit out of Conor Benn, assuming Benn can even get licensed on his neck of the in his neck of the woods, on his side of the pond. I don't know all that. I digress. But all in all, this is for the greater good. It's surprising but not surprising that Boots is no longer with PBC. And for all we know, this could be a 2 or 3 fight deal. May not be very long, so he could be back with PBC. But y'all fucked up here, man. Somebody get this brother fights. And if no one else will do it, fuck it, Eddie Hearn, do it. Just do it. But put this man into the ring. They're talking about the summer. Let's get him 3 fights this year. Let's get him in the ring June, July, and then 2 months after that, and then one more fight to round out 2024. Can we do that, please? Please. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.